Ha 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 ha. 9 dragons encircling the palace. A myriad of flowers blooming. My Qian sun has descended. Qian shall prosper for 10,000 years.
That transition was way too abrupt. 1 second I was stabbed. The next I'm reborn. That stone ball the old man sold me. It really was a scam. "16 years. For hours of cultivation every day without fail. More diligent than my 996 life back on Blue Star. But this damn rock swallowed all my KPIs. Working overtime like this, without getting paid. I really want to quit."
Ninth Prince, move aside. It's the first prince's crimson blood dragon steeds.
Isn't this our 9 dragons divine son? 16 years and still only at body tempering realm, first level. Ha 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 ha.
The performance review isn't over yet. It's still uncertain who's just slacking off.
Why does my azure wand sword feel a sense of dread towards that universally acknowledged good-for-nothing? Dread?
9th Prince, Ye Lingchen, step forward for the ceremony. Humph, Imperial Father. If Lingchen still only tests as white light,
shouldn't his title of Divine Son be revoked? Host, your 16 years of overtime, paying off your debt, are now complete. The Chaos Foundation is complete.
The spirit testing steel, shattered. This is a supreme treasure capable of withstanding Imperial realm attacks.
Ultimate aptitude. Surpassing the heavenly Tao.
It exceeded its breaking point. 16 years of debt. This son has finally paid in full.
Chenner, 16 years of lying low. And I never knew you'd cultivated such profound foundations.
Crap. Old corporate slave instincts. Just made me blurt out my real thoughts. On Blue Star, that's called demanding back pay. Here, it's a death sentence. Father, I didn't hide my progress these past 16 years on purpose. It's just that my cultivation method is unique. It requires 9 cycles of fullness. If I had forced a breakthrough before reaching completion, all my efforts would have been ruined. This kind of client speak. I used to spin 300 of these a year. Should be enough to fool this old emperor.
Ha 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 ha. What a brilliant 9 fullnesses and 1 deficit. Now that your talent has returned, effective immediately, you will move out of that desolate side palace and take residence in Lingyun Pavilion. I grant you 10,000 spirit stones. You are permitted to enter the scripture pavilion.
For 16 years of upkeep, host, your physical body has become a chaos furnace. Current realm, peak of the 9th stage of the Qi Gathering Realm.
I'm already at the peak of the Qi Gathering Realm. Others might not even reach this after 16 years. For me, this is just a lump sum back pay after paid time off.
Host, your past life soul is exceptionally stable. The stone spirit is now activating its second function, Omni Method Analysis. It can detect every flaw in any cultivation technique.
The 9th Prince really knows how to hide his strength. But this imperial city has no room for a second son.
Go back and tell your master. Working overtime is exhausting enough, but if anyone tries to make me clock out for good, I won't mind sending him straight to the underworld.
Your performance at the training grounds yesterday has already spread across the entire capital. But I can tell you have no desire to stay in the capital.
Princess Su, do you know, for someone who just wants to lie flat, how heavy the burden of fame really is? Right now, I feel like some unlucky guy trending online for all the wrong reasons.
You are the divine son of Qian. You should bear the responsibility of strengthening the dynasty. Inside this box is the marrow cleansing and heart purifying pill. My father asked me to pass it on to you. I hope it helps you stabilize your cultivation.
Marrow cleansing and heart purifying pill. Top tier quality. Side effects. Long-term use will lead to a dependency on spiritual energy, leaving you at the mercy of whoever gave it to you.
General Su doesn't seem like an easy opponent either. I won't accept the pills, Princess Su. As for the engagement, if you wish to break it off, I'll cooperate anytime.
Do you think I'd break off the engagement because of your past mediocrity? Or do you think I'm not worthy of you now?
Ancient remnant detected. Great desolation sky covering hand. Level immeasurable. Current incompleteness, 90%.
Ninth Prince. This incomplete scripture has killed 3 exceptionally talented royal elders. 3 exceptionally talented royal elders. Please don't bring harm upon yourself.
Thank you for the warning, Senior. But I have a flaw. I just love challenging those tasks that the client says are impossible.
Deriving through the myriad ancient AFK energy. Derivation successful. Chaos sky covering hand. First form. Space shatter.
This power, if I had this when I encountered that robber that night, maybe I wouldn't have transmigrated. But since I'm here, no one will ever make me be that wage slave at anyone's mercy again.
Ninth brother, talent alone isn't enough. If you can't even handle these beasts, Father will take back Lingyun Pavilion.
Since you all want a show, the ticket wasn't cheap.
This is not just chi-gathering realm. This pressure,
It's almost at the heaven profound realm.
Chenner, your methods.
Father Emperor, your son has had some recent insights. Though the capital is good, it's not conducive for your son to comprehend the Great Death. Now that the barbarians are causing trouble in the northern frontier, your son wishes to go to Jinbei Pass, to guard Dakian's borders.
this good-for-nothing is actually seeking death. The northern frontier is the barbarians' territory.
Do you know, if you go to the northern frontier, even I can't protect you?
Your son doesn't need protection. Your son is just tired of the social niceties in this palace. How can I secretly level up in a place with cameras everywhere? How can I secretly level up? The northern frontier is chaotic, but there are no bosses checking in.
All right, I bestow upon you the Jinbei order. You may command 3,000 elite cavalry. If you return alive, this position of Crown Prince, I promise it to you.
When I resigned in my previous life, my colleagues looked at me the same way, half relieved, half sneering. But they didn't know. Once I'm out of this soul-sucking pit, I'll finally know how sweet the outside air really is. Let's move. Destination: Jinbei Pass. Princess Qinghuan, what's this about?
The barbarians in the northern frontier are ruthless. The divine son of Dakian cannot be put at risk. My father has petitioned His Majesty and granted me 100 personal guards to accompany the army north to ensure the Ninth Highness's safety.
Protect me, huh? Looks like the Oversight Committee still doesn't trust me. Had to send a senior supervisor to shadow me the whole way. Though I can't complain. This supervisor is definitely easy on the eyes.
Ye Lingchen. The northern frontier is no place like the capital. There are no soft beds there. Only endless biting winds and endless barbarians to slay. Are you truly ready for this?
Princess, have you ever seen an ordinary person grind 16 hours a day just to survive, and still see absolutely no future? Compared to that kind of life, the wind in the northern frontier actually feels pretty warm.
detecting 3 kilometers ahead. Massive concentrations of negative energy, mixed with formation fluctuations.
I knew it. This business trip is definitely not going to be as smooth as the expense report claims. The cleaners sent by the first prince are already getting impatient.
Within Dakian's borders, there are actually death squads ambushing a prince. Do you have any respect for the law?
Ha ha ha. There are no princes here. Only dead men.
I just wanted to keep it low-key and play along as a regular guy, but you just had to force a veteran like me to work overtime. Omni method analysis activate.
His timing is flawless. Not a single drop of spiritual energy is wasted. Every ounce of power hits their fatal weak point. This isn't just talent. It's the art of killing. Since you possess such strength, why did you endure 16 years of humiliation in the capital? If you had shown it, His Majesty would never have treated you that way.
Princess Su, showing your strength is for solving problems, not for inviting more trouble. In my past life, from what I understand, revealing your hand too early just means the higher-ups will squeeze you dry.
I don't understand your strange talk. But I know this. As a citizen of Dakian, strength is the weapon to protect our home and nation. You possess such power, yet you choose to hide it. It's an insult to your own talent. Though your temperament is fierce, and your words and deeds are bizarre, you didn't back down in the canyon today. Su Wanli takes back her previous disdain. From this day forward, I will truly regard you as my fiancé. Before our wedding, I'll stand in front of you, even if it costs my life.
This girl, she's such an adorably clueless one, in a world full of schemes and deceit. How has she survived with such a righteous moral compass? Still, this feeling of being protected, it's a little better than fighting alone.
Host, due to your recent high-intensity combat experience, idle gains are doubled. Current analysis progress. Su Wanli's Azure Wand Sword Intense Similarity, 30%, can be converted into Chaos Sword Chi.
No need. Her sword is pure. My Chaos Stone spirit is too overbearing. Don't ruin her sword heart. Since I'm stuck being the 9th prince in this life, then at the very least, I should protect these people in this world, who are still somewhat endearing. Barbarians, huh? I hope you're tougher than those rats in the gutters of the capital. A little more resilient, please. This kind of environment, back on Blue Star, would be considered typical harsh working conditions. Minus 40 degrees with no heating. The soldiers of Dakian have guarded this place for thousands of years. I have to say, this dynasty's KPI execution is terrifying. Host.
This place is called the Bloodshaw Frozen Earth. Beneath it lie the bones of countless demon barbarians and human powerhouses. The killing aura is intense. Idle system auto-switch to killing aura body tempering mode.
Halt! Northern Frontier Restricted Zone. Trespassing without military orders is punishable by death.
Insolence.
This is His Highness, the Ninth Prince.
He bears the Jinbei Tiger Tally.
Kneel at once. The Tiger Tally is here. To see the tally is to see the Emperor himself. Thank you for your hard work guarding the pass. I didn't come here to live in luxury. I'm here to stand guard alongside you all.
Zhang Hu, Vice General of Jinbei Pass, pays respects to Your Highness. The winds are harsh in the northern frontier. Please forgive the rough conditions.
He didn't put on any arrogant royal airs. Instead, he perfectly grasped what the men of the northern frontier value most. Respect. Is this Ye Lingchen really? Just a good-for-nothing?
Your Highness, the northern frontier doesn't tolerate idlers. And we certainly don't keep dead weight. This throat burner is a drink for those who risk their lives. If you can't stomach it, then head back to the capital now.
Back when I was closing deals, I outdrinked those old foxes at business dinners, until they ended up in the ER. You guys were still playing in the mud. It's a fine drink. It's just that the people toasting talk too much nonsense. Deputy General Zhang, don't try to test my courage with wine. Bring me your grain ledger instead. That's what can truly scare people to death.
Though the supplies Your Highness brought today solved the immediate crisis, you must know, if the barbarians launch a full-scale attack within 3 days, the pass won't hold.
I don't like working overtime, and I hate waiting to die defending a city even more. 3 days. I'll only give the barbarians 1 night. Tonight, I'll make them regret for the rest of their lives, ever stepping foot into Dakian. These clients want to destroy this simple way of life. They'll have to ask me first, if this lever in my hand is hard enough.
Ye Lingchen, you said at the banquet just now that you'd decide the outcome in 1 night. Is that arrogance? Or...
Your Highness.
The barbarian elite have bypassed the beacon towers.
And are already within 100 meters of the pass.
I also want to return to the capital and retire early. But the people here are too honest. I can't bear to see them die in vain. My command, open the city gates. I will ride out alone and slaughter their vanguard.
Barbarian raid. A Dakian prince.
What a big fish. Your head will be offered to the evil god.
Ye Lingchen, watch out.
Overtime starts now. And this time, it's gonna be bloody. Chaos sky covering hand. Break. Anyone who dares to step past this gate shall be slain.
Your Highness is mighty. If not for Your Highness today, with those barbarian fanatics entering the city, Jinbei Pass would have been devastated.
Just listen to these pleasantries. Don't take them seriously. First rule of the workplace. Don't outshine your boss. Even if the boss is my own father. But these local tyrants in the northern frontier probably can't sit still anymore.
Eternal AFK, 20% increase in gains. Peak of Qi Gathering Realm, 9th level, bottleneck loosening.
We thought he was a good-for-nothing, sent here to die, so we could give an explanation to the first prince. But with this chaos sky-covering hand, he might just cover the sky itself.
Humph. Father, why are you panicking? No matter how strong this prince is, he still needs to eat. He still needs to cultivate. The spiritual mines and provisions of the northern frontier are in our hands. If he wants to establish himself in the pass, he'll have to play by our rules.
Zhang Hu is brave. But the northern frontier's administration is complex.
Princess, if you found a project manager who embezzled company funds, would your first reaction be to call the police, or to first examine his ledger of stolen money?
What is a project manager? What is calling the police? What is calling the police?
Humph. My point is, if they behave themselves, I'll pretend I didn't see anything.
Shun Wanshan of the Shun clan greets His Highness, the 9th Prince. My father, grateful for your Highness's feat of slaying the barbarians, specifically ordered this humble one to deliver these meager gifts.
Humph. I've seen this kind of gift-giving with hidden agendas countless times back on Blue Star.
There are at least 50 true martial realm experts ambushing here. The formation is hidden and not yet activated. Are they crazy? How dare they ambush a prince within the pass?
They're not crazy. They're interviewing me. If I get scared and run away, I'd only be fit to be their puppet.
Your Highness, the northern frontier is bitterly cold. Only this throat-burner wine can ward off the chill. Your Highness, please.
The wine is good, just a bit weak. Governor Shun, let's be frank. You want me to help the Shun clan get the mining rights to all the spirit mines in the northern frontier.
Your Highness speaks directly. The 6 city mines in the northern frontier are managed by my Shin clan. If Your Highness is willing to mention in the secret letter to His Majesty.
Humph. Governor Shun, are you looking down on me? Or are you looking down on the Dacian imperial family? I want 50%, and half of the Shun clan's current inventory. In return, I can overlook your Shun clan's private dealings, colluding with the first prince to smuggle military provisions to the barbarians.
You dare to slander us. Where's the proof?
This records the Shun clan's caravan routes from last year. Why were you able to move freely? During the barbarian blockade? Do I need to keep reading? This feeling of having dirt on someone and then negotiating a contract is so much better than humbly begging clients.
Then how did you know he was colluding with the barbarians? If he had lashed out just now, we might not have gotten out unscathed.
He wouldn't dare. An old fox like him fears losing his current status the most. The more confident I appear, the more he'll think I have. The Imperial Guard's secret agents left by my Imperial father.
You're playing with fire.
Humph. Princess, this is called resource integration.
Host, congratulations on acquiring a large amount of resources. Current AFK experience is abundant. Detecting bottleneck broken. Advancing to true martial realm.
These are Dakian's finest soldiers?
These are the disabled veterans camp. The annual pensions allocated by the court were largely embezzled by the quartermaster. They
This axe is too light. The center of gravity is 3 points to the left. You did that to hide the sword wound on your left arm, didn't you? Captain Chow.
Your Highness. How do you know this old man?
I don't just know you. I know every brother here. Zhang San is missing 3 fingers. That was to save his comrades.
One wound.
The fire poison on his back hasn't cleared yet. That was left 3 years ago in Fiery Valley. Let's go back to the wasteland.
Detecting rare physique. 9 netherworld fire body. Due to blocked meridians, cultivation has regressed. Recommendation: guide with chaos true chi.
They say you're a good-for-nothing with shattered meridians. But in my eyes, you are the sharpest blade in Jinbei Pass. Simply giving money won't buy loyalty. This is the first team I'm building in the northern frontier.
Impossible. The formation's alignment has been tampered with. If we force a repair, half of Jinbei Pass will be blown to smithereens. Those darlings from the Shen clan.
He.
Master MO. The spiritual energy flow between the Qian and Kuan positions seems to be a beat slow. Look. Doesn't it look like the spiritual energy is viscous, due to the invasion of subterranean cold chi?
You greenhorn, what do you know? Ah. Subterranean cold chi making it viscous? Why didn't I think of that? It's not that the formation is broken. It's that the environment has changed. Your Highness, was that just a coincidence?
Master MO, you jest. I merely found that light in eyesore, and spoke without thinking. It's all thanks to your profound mastery, that the people of the northern frontier can live in peace.
This child is unfathomable. He clearly saw through the truth, yet he saved face for this old man. With a person like him, how can great things not be achieved?
Governor Shun. I originally wanted to give you a chance to retire early, but you just had to sell the company's core secrets to the barbarians at the last minute. This deal, you signed your life away.
Your Highness. That was the barbarian shaman who forced me. They held the lives of over 100 members of my Shen clan.
Lingchen. Have the contents of the letter been confirmed?
My lord. 3 secret letters were found in the Shun clan's hidden chamber, exchanged between the first prince and the barbarian shaman king.
Colluding with outsiders. Selling secrets. You've failed the hundreds of thousands of innocent people in this northern frontier.
Today, I confirm that. Shin Tsonglong colluded with the barbarians.
Every ounce of military pay he embezzled was the blood money of our brothers.
Kill him.
Kill him.
Today, I won't kill him on behalf of my imperial father. I'll take his head on behalf of those brothers who died with grievances on the wasteland. I'll take his head.
Host, please be aware. Extremely dangerous target approaching. The target carries a large amount of death energy. That's the aura of the barbarian god's altar.
The previous probing is over. It seems that beheading Shen Tsonglong triggered their ultimatum. This shift looks like I'll have to work overtime.
Ah. Mom, is this a battlefield? Why is the sky red? The smell of shredded flesh is everywhere. I don't want to die. I haven't even married Xiaohua next door yet.
Don't look at the sky. Look at that little darling in front of you. The 9th prince is watching us from behind. If you dare take one step back, I'll chop you up first. Your Highness, old Chao's life is for the northern frontier today.
You monster, prepare to die. I am the daughter of the protector of the nation.
There's no beauty in this battle. Only the most primal tearing and shattering. For His Highness.
For the northern frontier.
Kill these bastards.
This outburst in despair is because they know their current commander isn't some prince who only enjoys luxury in the rear,
but Ye Lingchen, who gave them dignity.
Your Highness, the city's defensive array has less than 30% energy left.
That barbarian god's phantom is too strong. Master MO, hold on for another half an hour. Since they want to play big, then I shall give them an unforgettable benefit.
Who dares retreat?
A mere clone of an evil god dares to run wild on my territory? This business.
I'll take it.
I killed him.
He is the very destiny of the Qian Dynasty.
Annihilation.
That's His Highness. He's slaying a god.
9 dragons return to position. His Highness is mighty. Soldiers, charge with me.
Kill.
This is my husband, the hope of Qian.
I, relying on the fortune of Qian, stand at this pass. For all my soldiers, the injured shall be healed, the fallen shall be honored. As long as I live, the barbarians shall not advance a single step beyond this pass.
Sigh. Your Highness, these 300 men are all battle-hardened veterans. The weakest among them are at least Chi-Gathering Realm's 7th layer.
Back in my previous life, when recruiting, I most feared these experts who only had hard skills, but lacked teamwork. The upcoming battles in the northern frontier cannot be won by fighting alone. Those at Qi Gathering Realm 9th layer and above. Step forward. I ask you, if a military order contradicts your intuition, which would you choose?
Choose intuition. One should adapt to circumstances.
Send them all back to their original camps. I don't need know-it-alls here. Why didn't you participate in the selection? You were the one in this city defense battle, the only recruit who didn't flinch, under the barbarian god's pressure.
First, we must lay our comrades to rest.
Remember him. He's the first. The first of my personal guards. Their hearts must be as steady as the iron rocks of the northern frontier.
Host, a powerful sword intent fluctuation has been detected. 100 meters beneath Zhanbei Pass, neither living nor dead.
So this is the secret underground that Shin Songlong would rather die than reveal. The sword maniac of the northern frontier. Looks like this long-term quest is finally showing its hand.
The barbarians see women as weak. Today, let them know that the swords of Dakian's women can also sever the barbarian god's horns. Attack.
Ah. Ah.
Ye Lingchen said, "Fighting isn't about risking your life. It's about finding your opponent's logical flaws." His words, though strange, make a lot of sense.
You fought a brilliant battle today. I thought you'd charge head-on, but you used an ambush.
This is called maximizing resource utilization. Didn't you teach me that?
Done. This righteous girl is starting to be corrupted by my corporate slave mindset. He's actually learned to scheme.
The royal family. The greedy junior from the Shin clan is dead.
The Shin clan has fallen.
You carry the scent of chaos.
Elder,
If you truly intended to drive me away,
Those 3 sword chi strikes just now.
wouldn't have merely grazed me.
This is my subordinate. His talent is exceptional, yet he lacks guidance. Elder, if your sword Dao were to end its legacy here underground,
That would be the true pity. What can you offer this old man?
the chance for the barbarians of the northern frontier to tremble before your sword, Elder. You can't force a high-level consultant like this. You have to appeal to him with high-end values, like cultural heritage.
You want this old man to come out of seclusion? All right. Take one of my sword strikes. If you survive, this old life is yours.
Please enlighten me.
Your Highness, this is homemade.
Please have a taste.
Excellent craftsmanship. Open your shop as soon as it's repaired. The northern frontier can't always be so cold. It needs some warmth in life. Back in my previous life at the company, employees would avoid me. Here in this precarious frontier, A bowl of porridge. Tastes even more comforting than a year-end bonus. Perhaps that old man sent me here for this very reason. This isn't charity. This is the dividend you've earned. What Dakian owes you, I will repay. What I owe you, I'll remember for life. We pledge our lives to your highness.
He didn't use flowery words to boost morale, but with tangible benefits and genuine sincerity, he safeguarded the spirit of this northern frontier. This kind of prestige already transcends the title of Ninth Prince.
Your Highness, the militia and regular army within Jinbei Pass recognize the Tiger Seal, but they recognize you even more. Even if the Imperial Court orders you back to the capital now, these tens of thousands of troops would likely follow you.
I don't want a private army. I want an army. That makes the barbarians tremble, just by hearing its name.
Detecting a convergence of powerful faith energy. Luck value within the stone spirit space has greatly increased. Idle acceleration activated. Triple speed.
Your Majesty, the Shen clan has been eliminated. The Ninth Prince slew the barbarian god's phantom at Jinbei Pass, and recovered the remaining mining rights of the Shen and Zhao clans. His prestige in the northern frontier is currently unmatched.
He slew the barbarian god's phantom? Ha ha ha. That brat is far better than I was at his age.
Your Majesty, the Ninth Prince has taken over military and civil affairs, and even altered the compensation policies without authorization. The First Prince has already submitted over a dozen memorials against him, accusing him of deliberate treason.
Lingchen, the world thinks I sent you to the northern frontier to fend for yourself and perish, but they don't know. This palace is a poisoned swamp. My other sons have rotted in the schemes of power. Only in this harsh, frozen land can I forge you into a true dragon-slaying blade.
My lord, your things. The old man sent so many people to watch me, yet secretly arranged for me 3 hidden batches of military supplies.
Once the Shin clan's mess is cleaned up, get back to cultivation. Don't let yourself become just a glorified accountant.
The old man's still playing tough love. Haha. But this cross-time overtime pay. I'd be a fool to turn it down.
Your Majesty, I don't teach dragon-slaying arts, only the sword of killing. How much they grasp depends on their own fate.
Rest assured, old master, the employee training I provide will absolutely be top tier. This is my true team. No matter their origin, no matter their background, only their loyalty to this land matters.
It's been initially decided. But according to my intelligence, the barbarians retreated this time because their selection for a new barbarian god has begun. Once a new barbarian king is chosen, their resurgence will be even fiercer.
Barbarian king or not, evil god or not, as long as they dare to come, I'll make them the stepping stones for my Lingchen guard's advancement, from a corporate slave to a prince, from merely surviving to dominating. I've finally figured out the unspoken rules of the workplace in this Qianwu continent. Next, it's time for those in the capital who wished for my demise to experience the pressure of KPI reviews.
That good-for-nothing, that ninth prince who only knew how to hide in cunning palace and suckle, actually turned things around in the northern frontier. That useless Shen Songlong couldn't even handle a Qi-gathering realm cultivator. He couldn't even handle a Qi-gathering realm cultivator.
Brother, when your heart is in chaos, your blade dulls. The ninth prince truly surprised us this time. The 9 dragons encircling the palace omen. Perhaps it wasn't baseless after all.
Don't pretend to be so noble here. If the ninth prince truly gains power, even your peace won't last.
16 years ago, during the Shishan hunt, the ninth prince fell into a mud pit. You were the one who pulled him out.
Back then, he was a burden. Now he's a rival. Before this dragon throne, there are no brothers, only obstacles.
I'll send a congratulatory gift to Jinbei Pass, to see if he has grown into a true dragon capable of devouring the heavens.
That refined elder brother who secretly brought me pastries late at night. Is this thing reminding me that he hasn't forgotten our old bond? Or is it telling me that the situation in the capital has become so complicated that even he has to get involved?
Host, there are extremely subtle formation fluctuations hidden within the paper cutout, reflecting the latest movements of the Imperial Capital's Ministry of War.
Looks like the brotherly affection is real, but the knife is real too. My eldest brother wants to cut off my supplies. My 7th brother is sending me a message. This office politics in the Imperial Capital is even more exciting than fighting the barbarians in the northern frontier.
Ye Lingchen said, "Life in the northern frontier shouldn't just be about killing. It should also have some zest for life."
Are you practicing the 10,000 swords returning to one peeling method? The Azure Luan sword is a weapon for killing enemies. Why use an ox slaughtering knife to kill a chicken? Here, use this one.
I've been practicing swordsmanship since childhood. My father and brother only taught me how to kill enemies. No one ever told me that a kitchen knife and a sword are actually different.
She usually looks so formidable. But seeing her clumsy yet earnest efforts now is quite endearing. Slow down. If you cut yourself, I'd be heartbroken. Even if you're thick-skinned, the knife might break.
Is it really delicious?
This is called chaos flavor. It's very chewy.
If you truly like it, I'll make it for you. Every day from now on.
As long as it's made by you. I'll never get tired of it.
Your Highness, this is bad. The supply of profound iron essence from the Imperial capital to the northern frontier has been halted for half a month. The raw iron's purity is too low now. The heavy armor forged from it can't withstand the barbarians' bone-shattering hammers at all.
As expected, Big Brother acts fast. Humph. Initiating origin extraction.
Analyzing raw iron structure. Removing impurities. Reassembling chaos gold molecules.
This is turning stone into gold.
Your Highness, my brothers in the northern frontier can't fight with wooden sticks, can they? You must reconsider.
Go back and tell my elder brother. I'm not interested in the mess he left behind in the capital. As for profound iron, the iron in my northern frontier is harder than his heart.
Ah.
Trying to monopolize the supply chain? I am the source manufacturer myself.
No matter what happens in the capital, I'll be with you. Sword pointing to the sky.
My king, Shen Songlong, that hidden pawn has been removed. The barbarian god's phantom was shattered by Ye Lingchen. If this child is not eliminated, our southward advance is hopeless.
It seems Dakian's destiny
rests entirely on him.
His life. I will take it myself. With the souls of 10,000 warriors, forge my dream-shattering bone side.
Forbidden art activate. The vast ice plain will become a sea of blood.
Ye Lingchen, this battle, you cannot escape.
The malevolent energy in the north is increasing exponentially. A karmic curse targeting you personally is forming.
This is no longer a minor skirmish. Rather, it's two peoples, a life and death clash between two civilizations. His Highness said,
This is called responsibility.
I'm a soldier His Highness brought up.
Even if I die, I'll die on the threshold. You brats, stop talking nonsense. The 9th Prince is right behind us, watching. For Dakian, give it your all.
This kid, he hasn't even had his 17th birthday.
Ye Lingchen, give the order.
In my past life, I worked overtime for a paycheck. In this life, they're sacrificing their lives for their homeland.
Ye Lingchen. Ha ha ha. You killed my people. Today, I'll use your royal blood to consecrate my sacred artifact.
Want to touch him? Have you asked my sword?
Host, this is a curse of tribal hierarchy. Only with Imperial will can it be resolved.
Imperial will? I don't understand what Emperor means, but I understand what protection means. Woodigo, you use living souls to consecrate your artifact. I shall use your dead blood to consecrate my banner.
We swear to follow His Highness to the death.
Urgent report from the northern frontier.
800 li urgent. Those who block the way shall die.
Father, while the ninth brother has seen some success at the northern frontier, he's still young and hot-headed. He took over the mines without authorization. If we keep indulging him, could spark a major crisis.
Barbarian King Woodigu personally led 100,000 elites to attack. He performed a blood sacrifice to summon the barbarian god's avatar, intent on breaching Jinbei Pass. The ninth prince, Ye Lingchen, personally led the charge in white robes before Baimu Fortress.
Good lad. I sent you to the demon realm. And you actually pointed your blade straight at the evil god. This battle, though perilous, such commanding presence, such decisiveness. Truly, you are my son.
Congratulations, Your Majesty. We offer our felicitations, Your Majesty. With the ninth brother at the true martial realm, he defied the odds and slew a divine avatar. He not only secured the northern gates of Dakian, but also planted seeds of fear in the hearts of the barbarians. Such merit is unseen in millennia.
Your Majesty, the ninth prince's military achievements are outstanding. Moreover, he used his own funds to compensate the wounded and fallen after the battle. The soldiers at the northern frontier now only know the ninth prince, not the barbarian king. This is the will of the people, and the very fate of our nation.
Father, though we won this battle, the chaotic energy mentioned in his memorial has an unknown origin. Furthermore, he unilaterally executed the governor of Jinbei, Shen Songlong. Ignoring the law, if not severely punished, it will lead to future troubles.
The law. Shen Songlong colluded with the barbarians. The evidence is conclusive. I haven't even dealt with him yet. The entire Shen clan was executed. Chenner did well to kill them. I know someone cut off the northern frontier supplies from the rear. But Chenner, without money, food, or iron, still managed to forge peerless heavy armor himself. You people, sitting in the Golden Imperial Hall, living in luxury, what right do you have to talk about rules?
9 dragons encircling the palace is indeed extraordinary.
He alone shall decide all military and political matters in the northern frontier. No official shall revoke his decrees. Bestow upon him the 9 dragons' world-suppressing seal. He shall command the armies of the 3 northern frontier prefectures. By my imperial decree. The 9th prince, Ye Lingchen, is hereby appointed Prince Jinbei. Seeing the prince is like seeing me. EDSA. Who do you think this kid takes after? When I was training on the frontier back then, I didn't have as many tricks as him. His Highness is a heaven-sent genius. That composure and thoroughness do resemble your Majesty in your youth. However, His Highness's dislike for overtime is quite unique. He doesn't like overtime because he sees through the tedium of power. He killed Shen Songlong. It's not just about establishing his authority, but also to show me that he's capable of shouldering this burden. This child, he's showing concern for me.
Father is playing favorites. He actually gave him command over the armies of 3 provinces.
Your Highness, we cannot act openly against him. However, the ninth prince did slay the barbarian god's phantom this time. That's an irreconcilable blood feud with the barbarians. And the Shin clan's collateral branch in the imperial capital. They still hold that secret.
I feel like the old man over there has stirred up a lot of trouble for me, Becoming a prince. While the pay might be better, the workload is probably going to double. But the workload is probably going to double.
Jinbei Prince? 9 dragons suppressing the world seal? Is father just handing the empire directly to him? He's just a cunning, low-born peasant. Why him?
Your Highness. Impatience is a great taboo in warfare. The 9th prince slew the barbarian god, seized mining rights, and won the hearts of the army. His methods are swift, precise, and ruthless. Right now, he's a sharp sword in father's eyes, and a war god in the eyes of the people.
So, according to you, Master, I can only watch him rise to power?
No.
He's building a castle in the air. His greatest assets are threefold. First, the mysterious chaos Qi. Second, the adoration of the northern frontier's people. Third, the support of General Su's manor. We only need to sever one, disrupt the second, and destroy the third. His Highness's power source is unknown. We just need to spread rumors, claiming he unearthed a bone demon remnant soul in a northern frontier underground palace, and used a secret art to seize a new body. As long as those elders from the Sacred Sword sect, who pride themselves on being righteous sects, believe he's a demonic practitioner. Furthermore, though the Shen clan is destroyed, they operated in the northern frontier for years. Shen Songlong's illegitimate son, Shen Xian, is still alive. This child is extremely cunning. In the name of avenging his father, he can incite those who once benefited from the Shen clan to cause trouble.
What a brilliant open scheme. The Sacred Sword sect is Wanli's maternal sect. If they deem the 9th prince demonic, Wanli will surely be in a dilemma.
Since the old man gave me this princely position, I guess I'll have to take this branch company public. Just fighting battles isn't enough.
Your Highness, the Shen clan's old subordinates are contacting the mine bosses to organize a strike.
This kind of basic workplace struggle? I stopped playing those games over a decade ago. Go. Post the notice.
Your Highness, will this carrot and stick approach really work?
Such is human nature. Greed is easier to manipulate than loyalty. But this is just an appetizer.
Such baseless rumors must be the work of those in the imperial city.
Where is the 9th prince, Ye Lingchen? I've received a secret report that you've used forbidden demonic arts in the northern frontier. Immediately cripple your cultivation and return with me to the Sacred Sword sect for trial.
Here they come. This vein-severing master works fast. Elder Lu, you say I practice demonic arts? Where's the proof?
Impudent. The energy within you is violent and overbearing. It's clearly not the 9 dragons' true chi of the Dacian imperial family. If this isn't demonic, what is?
Elder Lu. Wanli has been here for 16 years, and has never seen His Highness practice demonic arts. On the contrary, those in the imperial city, for their own selfish gain, would even invite foreign enemies across the pass.
Elder, you want to see my energy? I'll show you. But this cultivation method of mine is extremely precious. Personally taught to me by my imperial father. Chaos Variant Edition. Host.
The chaotic energy has been simulated as extreme variant lightning attribute true chi and mixed with the royal bloodline's fluctuations. This is indeed the power. Activated by a pure royal bloodline. It's just... why is it so strong?
Look, everyone. The 9th prince is deceiving you to curry favor with the sect. He's giving away all the spirit stones we painstakingly mined to the Sacred Sword sect for free. Everyone, charge in. Take back what's ours.
Public opinion warfare plus logistical sabotage segment. Mr. Duanmai, I'd give this combo an 80. Too bad. You don't know what I did in my previous life. Elder, look, someone in this crowd is spreading rumors, saying I'm giving the spirit stones to the Sacred Sword sect. This kind of self-serving scheme not only ruins my reputation, but also tarnishes your sect's good name. Who do you think is behind this?
Though this old man is stubborn, I'm not a fool. They're trying to use me as a pawn.
Xin Xian, you think you're well hidden? I smelled the bone-corroding pill on you from 1,000 meters away. Mr. Duanmai sent you here, just to be cannon fodder.
How do you know my name?
In Dakian's HR database, I have backups for every direct descendant of the Shun clan. I have backups. You think you're an Avenger, but you're just a temporary worker, sold out by the first prince, and still helping him count the money.
Not only is the ninth prince incredibly powerful, but his magnanimity and wisdom are rarely seen in my lifetime. Upon returning to the sect, I will report truthfully. As for the first prince's statements, Your Highness need not worry.
Wanli, this kind of scheming has just begun. The first prince won't give up. Mr. Duanmai will have even more vicious tricks.
As long as you are here, the northern frontier will stand.
Indeed. As long as my core competitiveness, the Stone Spirit, and my core team, Su Wanli and the Lingchen Guard, are still here, this workplace comeback battle, I will ultimately win.
Host, detecting that in the extreme north, barbarian King Wutagu has completed the sacred artifact refinement. The real war
is upon us.
Dakian's twilight ends here. Shattered Dream. Activate.
Don't look at that scythe. Guard your minds. Think about the compensation His Highness gave you. Think about your wives and children at home. Stand firm. I'm right here.
This sacred artifact, fueled by 10,000 souls, can sever spiritual energy within 100 miles. The Lingchen Guard's formation will fail. To cut off our network like this, the barbarians have paid a heavy price. Elder Dugu, guard the formation core. Maintain the spiritual energy flow with your sword intent. Wanli, lead the Azure Luan Guard to flank them. Use guerrilla tactics to disrupt the shamanic altar.
What about you?
I'll dismantle that scythe. If I don't, Jinbei Pass won't last 2 hours.
I've cooked in the northern frontier my whole life, and I've never seen so many little darlings. Want to enter the pass? First ask if my blade is sharp enough.
His Highness said, "We are the teeth of the northern frontier. As long as our teeth remain, Dakian will not fall. Kill."
I am his wife. I am a princess of Dakian. I cannot let him be distracted. Even if my soul is scattered. I will hold this line.
Ye Lingchen.
Watch your people wail in despair.
What it do? Your sacred artifact is made of dead men's bones, but my power comes from the beating hearts of these countless living souls.
Host, this will shatter your divine soul.
If I don't descend into hell, who will lead them home? Then let this northern frontier wasteland be your burial ground.
Impossible. This is power bestowed by the barbarian god. How can you rewrite the rules?
The will of the nation prevails. You are nothing but a mantis trying to stop a chariot.
Lingchen. I thought I'd never see you again.
The blood shed today forges eternity. Your resolve reshapes mountains and rivers.
Your Highness, are you really not taking us to the capital?
Chow Man, you are the shield of the northern frontier. Without you guarding Jinbei Pass, I won't sleep soundly in the capital. 3,000 Lingchen guards are enough to accompany me. The rest of the troops will rest here. Rations and supplies are fully stocked. Bringing tens of thousands back looks like a rebellion. Bringing 3,000 elites? That's just an honor guard. Back when I led teams in my past life, I learned one thing. Keep the core team on the front lines. Only the PR department goes to HQ to accept the awards.
Host, faith energy is overloading. Conversion to chaos spiritual liquid is accelerating. Your every word and action now sways half of Dakian's national destiny.
This feels heavier than winning the industry's Employee of the Year back in my past life. These people don't ask for much. Just a stable life. A leader who'll take the blade for them. Since I took on this prince title, I'm seeing this KPI through to the end.
By the will of heaven, the Emperor decrees. Open the main gate to welcome the returning Lord.
Wanli, the wind in this capital feels more poisonous than the ice shards up north.
With me here, no venomous snake will get near you.
He's out there slaughtering barbarians in the northern frontier.
While I'm turning into a joke in the capital. Master Duanmai, you said father opened the Tianshu gate to welcome him. Has he already made up his mind to name him heir?
Your Highness, water overflows when it's full. The moon wanes when it's full. Right now, the entire realm is singing his praises. That's not necessarily a good thing. I have a strategy for you. It's called killing with praise. His prestige is at an all-time high, isn't it? Then we'll just fan the flames. Push him so high that even father feels threatened. Spread the rumors. Say that Dakian's national fortune. 9 parts in the north. The might of the 9 princes. Surpassing the heavenly pivot. Although the Shin clan has fallen in the northern frontier, they still have a long-term hidden card in the imperial capital. The Shin clan's ancestors were founding heroes, and they hold a scroll of the Grand Ancestors' teachings. We can use this point at tomorrow's reward ceremony to force him to hand over his military power and enter the imperial clan court. Otherwise, it's disloyalty and unfilial conduct.
Have you heard?
When the 9th prince returned this time, he not only brought back the barbarian king's head, but also the Shun clan's treasury accumulated over 100 years. Some say he's richer than the national treasury now. His achievements overshadow the emperor's. Look, the Lingchen guard only obeys him. Do they still have his majesty in their eyes? Humph, humph, humph.
Your Highness, these words are clearly aimed at you. What 9 princes should rule? These are truly malicious words. This subordinate truly couldn't bear it. Which is why I spoke rashly.
In the corporate world of Blue Star, this is called a flattery trap. They're putting you on the spot, waiting for you to. The Shun clan's grand ancestors' teachings. I had already anticipated that. The first prince wants to use the rules of the dead to suppress the merits of the living.
This is the message from the Sacred Sword Sect. The first prince has heavily bribed the sect's enforcement elders. Their reason is that you used dark arts to control the northern frontier. Tomorrow's ceremony, I'm afraid, won't just be about rewards. It'll be a trial.
They want to put me on trial? Then they'd better have some good teeth to chew through this chaos adamantite of mine. Old man, you opened the heavenly pivot gate to welcome me. I accept this challenge. Old man, why are you so frail? The blood ginseng sent back from the northern frontier. You didn't eat it?
Humph. Ha ha ha, you rascal. Was that for this old man to eat? Chenner, tell me honestly, what exactly is that stone orb of yours?
It's not an evil object.
Sigh. The eldest is truly misguided. This is a copy of the Shen clan's ancestral teachings. The eldest will use it to cause trouble at tomorrow's ceremony.
Father, what if I choose neither? Father, rules are made by the dead, but destiny is forged by the living. Tomorrow, I will create a new heaven for you and for Dakian.
Ah, ha ha ha, this old man will go crazy with you tomorrow.
Though the Ninth Prince has military achievements. But I heard that he committed too many massacres in the northern frontier, even devouring the souls of barbarians with evil methods. We, righteous people, cannot stand such demonic remnants. At today's banquet, I want to see this. Prince Shinbei.
Master Lu, watch your words. Ninth brother is, after all, a prince personally appointed by Father Emperor. Even if there are oversights, it's not for fellow martial artists to discuss.
In the northern frontier, Woodigu, the barbarian king, also told me that his bones were fed to my mount. Do you want to try?
Ninth Prince, are you trying to make an enemy of the entire martial world?
His 36-year-old corporate slave soul is full of disdain for these part-time bosses.
Under heaven.
Is there any land that isn't the king's? You enjoy the resources of Dakian.
Yet you want to create an extraterritorial zone on Dakian's land?
To deal with these sects with a client mentality, you need the hardest KPI, fists, to tell them who the general contractor of this project is. Humph.
Elder MO, you've seen it. Ye Lingchen now disregards the law, not even putting me, his elder brother, in his eyes, let alone the sex. His dark golden true chi is definitely not of orthodox royal lineage. It must be demonic possession.
I've already investigated Wanli. That girl has been completely infatuated by him. She's even helping him hide things. At tomorrow's grand ceremony, I will activate the demon-reflecting ancient mirror. If he truly has demonic roots, I'll use that as a pretext to forcibly take Wanli away and cripple his cultivation.
Not only that,
those low-tier assassin organizations in the martial world,
Blood River Gate and Broken Blade Hall, have already taken their payment. During tomorrow's ceremony, they'll disguise themselves as suffering Northern Frontier citizens, accusing Ye Lingchen of massacring their cities. With these 3 tactics, he's sure to die.
Accusing Ye Lingchen of cultivating demonic arts. The sect gave me my sword, but Lingchen gave me my life. If this world seeks to judge him, then my sword shall first judge this world.
Wanli, Mo Qingxuan. Did that old hag threaten you?
Aren't you scared? Tomorrow, the entire capital might be against you.
In my past life, I messed up one proposal, and all the project managers in the company would gang up to criticize me. I've seen this kind of scene countless times. Tomorrow, not only will I make them shut up, but I'll also make sure this martial world listens only to Dakian from now on.
His Highness said, "Not a single fly entering the city tonight should be missed."
Since the villains want to use public opinion to suppress me, then I'll show them a performance of Divine Right of Kings.
By the mandate of heaven, the Emperor decrees, the ninth prince has achieved merit in the northern frontier. He is bestowed with 10,000 acres of fertile land, 10,000 taels of gold, and a mansion. Receive the decree and give thanks immediately.
Receive the decree and give thanks.
Wait, Father, your son has a petition to present. According to the ancestral teachings of Dakian's grand ancestor, any military commander who has no heir remaining in the capital shall not be infeft as a prince.
He is currently unmarried.
Without an heir, to infeft him as a prince would be disrespectful to the ancestral system.
Ninth Prince Ye Lingchen has slain tens of thousands of barbarians. His true chief is turbid, suspected to be demonic. This old woman requests today to activate the demon illuminating mirror. If there is demonic energy, he must surrender his military authority, and his life must also be forfeited.
Let me see how you'll break this deadlock.
What is sacred ancestral teaching? What demonic energy? The so-called ancestral teachings you speak of are only for the weak, and the so-called demonic energy you speak of is merely because you are too weak. If Dakian's founder knew his descendants were so submissive,
He'd be furious enough to leap out of his imperial tomb.
today I, Ye Lingchen, don't establish ancestral rules. I establish the Great Heavenly Tao Covenant. All citizens of Dakian, cultivators who protect the nation and benefit the people shall rise. Warriors who defend and expand our territory shall be ennobled. Rules are set by the strong. Dakian's imperial power above all.
An invincible divine talisman.
Fear no ancestral rules. The military power is right here. Who dares to take it? Wanli back in the northern frontier. I always wondered when I could return to the capital, to enjoy a few days without pay raises or overtime. Now that I'm truly back, I find the schemes hidden in the capital's air are colder than the snowstorms of the northern frontier.
Today, you shattered ancestral rules at the grand ceremony and established the Great Heavenly Tao Covenant. Now all the noble families in the capital see you as a thorn in their side. This off-duty period is probably temporary.
Wait.
Chaos Stone Spirit Analysis.
This aura. I sensed it once in the direction of the first prince's mansion. This power doesn't belong to any known righteous or demonic path. on the Tianwu continent. Its devouring life force.
Trying to escape? Humph. I knew it. How could a crown prince who only knows how to play political games possibly summon a shaman of that caliber? And even get his hands on the Grand Ancestor's original edict? So there's foreign investment involved, huh? This Eclipse Moon Hall is probably the real parasite behind the Qian Dynasty.
What now?
Back to the manor first. This water is deeper than I imagined.
Father crowned him king. The heavenly Tao endorsed him. But I have nothing. Those martial sects now treat him like their own father. Is this what you call an overt scheme?
Your Highness, my strategies indeed faltered in the face of absolute power. The Eclipse Moon Hall's chips have only just been laid on the table.
Crown Prince, you needn't worry. That object within Ye Lingchen is the Chaos Origin stone our hall has sought for 1,000 years. The power of the heavenly Tao he used at the ceremony was merely borrowing from the future, overdrawing Qian's fortune for the next 100 years. As long as you sign this Blood Moon Pact and sacrifice the souls of Qian's 3 prefectures, our hall can bestow upon you the Eclipse Moon Marrow, allowing you to enter the Imperial Realm overnight.
Imperial Realm? That's the current realm of Qian's emperor, Yi Qingcang. If I sign this, I won't be ruling Qian anymore, but a dead wasteland.
Either I take the throne and rule the world from the ashes, or I become the mud under Ye Lingchen's boots, cursed by history for millennia.
Ha ha ha.
The Shun clan colluding with the barbarians is to use their blood sacrifice formation to activate the altar left by the Eclipse Moon Hall. The Crown Prince targeting me is just a way to suppress me and maintain the Eclipse Moon Hall's infiltration of the Imperial power. What they really want is the fortune and vitality of all Qian. This whole setup is exactly like those financial sharks from my past life who maliciously shorted the market. They're going to strip every small player down to the bone.
If the Eclipse Moon Hall has really infiltrated this deep, then there's probably more than just Shin Songlong in the court.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. The old man's health is getting worse and worse. It's probably tied to the Eclipse Moon Hall too. They don't just want my Chaos Stone, they want control over this entire world. Wanli, send a message to Chow Man. Have him secretly investigate all the ruins of ancient altars in the northern frontier. We've got to cut off their cash flow before they launch their full-scale attack. Your Highness, something's wrong.
Eclipse Moon Shadow Guards.
Send the 9th Prince to the afterlife.
Their bodies are illusory.
No, not illusory. They're using a certain technique to rapidly shift their presence between high and low dimensions. Wanli, this is called probability overlap. Don't just hack away.
These shadow guards have no souls. They're biochemical puppets.
The first prince wants to be a puppet emperor. Eclipse Moon Hall wants to devour the mortal realm. Humph. This struggle is now about Dakian's survival. My retirement plans are completely ruined.
Chenner. The Shadow Guard's self-destruction that night. You must have seen it clearly. That was no human method. That was the shadow of Eclipse Moon Hall.
Father, it seems you've been playing this game for a long time. The Shun clan, the barbarians, even my elder brother, they're all just pieces on your chessboard, aren't they?
Alas, ever since I ascended the throne, I sensed a chilling aura, eroding the foundations of Dakian. The poison in my body wasn't my elder brother's doing. It was the Nether Abyss Chi from Eclipse Moon Hall. They intended to use me as a sacrifice, to control the entire Qian Dynasty's destiny through me. I could only feign illness and weakness, to lure the snake out of its hole.
As expected of the old man. He's no incompetent ruler, just waiting for retirement. He's clearly a veteran hunter who's been stalking his prey from the shadows for over a decade.
Lingchen. I want you to leave the Imperial City. Officially, you'll travel to the various provinces on my behalf, to audit military payrolls and stabilize the people. But in reality, you'll act as my Imperial Inspector, to root out every rotten bone in the court, one by one. I will grant you special authority. For anyone connected to the Eclipse Moon Hall, you are authorized to strike first and report later, by my Imperial decree.
So Father suspects that among the entire court, some of them have already been swapped out.
The Shadow Guards who ambushed you that night carried traces of transfer orders from the Ministry of War. Which means, the capital's core is already riddled with leaks. I need you in the open to draw their fire, while I stay in the shadows, using your movements to see who the biggest viper really is.
Old man, this chess game of yours, I'm in. But you can't skimp on the travel expenses for this business trip. Don't you dare cut my budget.
Lingchen. The air feels wrong. There's no sign of everyday life. Instead, there's a heavy stench of blood, barely covered up.
Let's go. To the ancestral hall in the town center.
Who's there? Who dares disturb my replenishment?
Grunt. You receive a large salary from the government. Yet you use such evil arts to harm the people under your rule.
Dakian? Ha ha ha. Dakian is a thing of the past. When the blood moon descends, the entire human realm will become a sacrificial altar.
Stone Spirit, lock onto his divine soul. I need to know who set up this formation.
Analysis complete. This is the Eclipse Moon 100 Souls formation. The main formation eye is located in the residence of the Right Vice Minister of War in the Imperial capital. This official's name is Zhang He.
Chaos Sky Covering Hand, third form.
Annihilation.
Wanli. I originally thought they just wanted to be the boss. To steal business. Now I understand. They want to destroy the entire market. Competitors like these can't be tolerated for a second.
Bastard! Who broke my pasture?
Minister Zhang, still working overtime so late?
Ninth Prince, weren't you inspecting the outer provinces? Trespassing into a high official's residence. Do you know what crime this is?
Father Emperor said, seeing this token is like seeing Dakian's heavenly might. Minister Zhang, I saw your subordinate enjoying himself quite a bit in Qingshi town.
I don't know what your highness is talking about. Regarding the matter of Qingshi town, I know nothing about it.
Minister Zhang, don't challenge my professional integrity with your pathetic intelligence. Every single scroll here is transparent to me. Last year's casualty roster for the northern frontier recorded 30,000 missing soldiers. Because their bodies were never found, they were all listed as fallen. Minister Zhang, 30,000 soldiers, plus their families, nearly 100,000 souls. Where did you embezzle them to?
You're not human. You're a devil. A devil.
No. I'm just a more professional auditor than you. Old man, the first target is locked. The next moves might be a bit big. You'd better hold on tight.
Where to next, Lingchen?
The Ministry of War's Grand Treasury. If those missing soldiers aren't dead, they must have been refined into some kind of monster. We need to find the product warehouse before they make their move.
According to the coordinates from Zhang He's confession, the warehouse for those 30,000 missing soldiers is right beneath us.
Those unscrupulous factories in my previous life. At worst, it's just exploiting labor. But the factories here are tearing souls apart.
Then let's pick up the pace. The first prince is pushing us hard. The number of Eclipse Moon Shadow Guards is still 5,000 short. Before the blood moon falls, we have to finish.
So this is the first prince's trump card, using the flesh and blood of Dacian soldiers to feed his bottomless ambition. How dare he turn living people into these monsters? He's completely lost his mind.
Who's there?
I'm here to settle your paychecks.
The ninth prince. My master said you were a variant. But today, you're just another sacrifice among thousands. A slightly sturdier one.
Lingchen. These brothers in arms are beyond saving. Their souls are trapped inside their flesh, denied even the release of death.
Since there's no turning back, I'll grant you peace. And while I'm at it, send these wretches to hell.
Your Highness, this divine marrow allows you to reach the Imperial Realm's threshold sooner. But the side effect is, you will gradually lose your human emotions. Is this power to your liking?
Emotions? Such false things will only dull this prince. What this prince wants is power. What I want is Ye Lingchen, kneeling at my feet. I want to completely blacken Father's dragon throne.
Your Highness, this is bad. We've lost contact with fallen Soul Valley. The 9th Prince might have already.
Who allowed you to look into this prince's eyes?
Your Highness, I am.
You are merely this prince's nourishment. Your blood will become the stepping stone to my throne.
Ah.
EDSA. Do you hear that? Your Majesty, your humble servant only hears the wind. That's my eldest son crying. And also my soldiers wailing. I once thought my eldest was merely ruthless, but I never imagined he would dare to let Eclipse Moon enter his body. He is no longer my son. Channer. Hurry. I'm afraid this last breath of mine won't last until the blood moon rises.
Lingchen, has the stone spirit gathered anything?
This is a grand scheme called Blood Moon Ascension. Wutiga's failure was merely to deplete the northern frontier's luck. The Shun clan's corruption was to provide cover for these underground workshops. And the ultimate goal is to use the first prince as a vessel on the 15th day after the grand ceremony, which is the Blood Moon Night, to sacrifice the millions of lives in the entire capital, forcibly opening the gates of the Minuan. This kind of game is like using a country as collateral to take out a loan from a demon, and then they kill all the guarantors, the common people. The first prince isn't just crazy, he's been completely brainwashed.
You officials are all devils.
You killed people in the northern frontier.
And now you're back to kill us.
It's not just about me.
Detected that the capital's underground water system has been poisoned. Nether dust is spreading throughout the city. This low-dose contamination will erupt instantly when the blood moon descends.
Everyone, I know some of you are here for ideals, some for loyalty, and some just to survive. But now, we're no longer facing a court struggle, but the survival of our race. The first prince has mutated. Eclipse Moon Hall has entered the pass. Tomorrow is the night of the blood moon. Chao Man, lead the Lingchen guard to secure the 4 water sources. Anyone attempting to poison them, execute without mercy. Elder Dugu, please guard the perimeter of the Imperial Palace and protect my father.
I understand.
Linsheng, come with me to the first prince's mansion. We need to meet the devil who's about to ascend the throne.
What about me?
You're coming with me. Our engagement. It can't rot away in this corrupted world. In my past life, I pulled many all-nighters, but this time, it's for my own world. Since they want to see the blood moon, then I'll give them a show.
My dear brothers, why aren't you eating?
Brother, summoning us late at night. If it's just for this family dinner, I'm afraid it's against the rules. Father is gravely ill. We should be waiting outside the palace.
Father is already tired. From today onwards, the rules of Dakian will be set by me. Sign this life-sharing blood pact, and you will still be respected princes. The fate of those missing soldiers in the northern frontier, that will be your destination. My esteemed ministers, you once cheered for me at the grand ceremony. It's too late to back out now. Tomorrow, when the blood moon rises, I will ascend the throne and become emperor. If anyone objects, their 9 generations will be exterminated, and their souls refined.
You're inviting wolves into the house. You're selling our ancestors' empire to devils.
Ancestors, before this power, even the ancestors must kneel.
Your Highness, the first prince's mansion is sealed by purple-gray mist. All the princes and nearly half the court officials are imprisoned within. None of the scouts we sent returned alive.
Big Brother is going all in. He knows I'm investigating the Soul-Falling Valley. He also knows Father Emperor is already set on killing him. Before the blood moon, he plans to control hostages, forcibly locking down the capital's defense formations. This way, I won't be able to easily mobilize the Imperial guards from the outskirts.
Lingchen, we must launch a surprise attack. If those princes are harmed, the Dakian's legitimacy will be completely severed.
We can't force our way in. He's at half-step Imperial realm now. And with Eclipse Moon Hall's formations, send orders to Chao Man. Tell him to lead the Lingchen guard to abandon the water source defense and secretly infiltrate the Ministry of War's armory. Cut off the spiritual energy pipelines underground. I want his blood moon altar to experience a power outage due to insufficient spiritual energy the moment it activates. Since he wants to pull this evil all-nighter, I'll cut his power first.
Father Emperor, you're still awake?
Lingkong, you finally took that step. Does this throne of mine truly mesmerize you so much?
No, Father Emperor. You were too stingy. The moment ninth brother returned, you gave him all the military power and status. You kept saying it was for Dakian, but in your heart you never truly acknowledged me. Since you won't give it, then I'll take it myself. And while I'm at it, I'll sacrifice your life to my blood moon. This true dragon chi of yours will be the final step for me to break through to the Imperial realm.
Lingkong, I gave you your name. I gave you life. But I couldn't give you a benevolent heart.
The dragon chi is severed.
Dakian's sky
has fallen.
Imperial power and demonic arts both are mine now. This world finally belongs to me.
Lingchen. Father.
Before he left, Father said in the dragon-burning imperial edict he gave me, if the sky falls, I should create a new one. He bought me the last 12 hours with his life. If I rushed to my death out of anger, that would be the real defeat.
Requesting an audience with His Highness, the Ninth Prince. The Great Prince has gone mad. He's seizing our treasuries for sacrifice. Please, Your Highness, show us the way.
There is only one way. Everyone listen up. Transport all the spirit stones stored by your families to Xuanwu Town, southeast of the capital. That is the only pure land not yet corrupted. Your people don't need to fight. I just need you to use all your wealth to buy me time until the blood moon is fully round.
All right. No matter how hard or difficult it gets, the Liu family is willing to bet on Your Highness.
Your Highness. The armory has been secured. Commander Chao. We found the Grand Prince's underground bridge of 10,000 bones. It's made of the blood-stained bones of soldiers, used as a conduit for the Grand Formation.
Wanli, in this life of mine, my previous life was exhausting. In this life, I want to live authentically. After tomorrow, if I'm still here, we'll return to Jinbei Pass. If I'm not here, you take the Lingchen Guard back to the Sacred Sword Sect. and never come down the mountain.
If you're not here, this world will have no beauty left. Lingchen, I'll be with you when you deliver that strike.
Since you're no longer human, then I shall rid this world of your evil.
Ye Lingchen, you finally arrived. Look at this world, how beautiful it is. Just sacrifice another million people, and the will of this world will collapse. This king will become the creator of a new order.
All soldiers, heed my command. For Dakian, charge with me.
Kill.
Your Highness.
Go. Don't mind us. Kill him.
Your Highness, go to the altar. Leave this to me.
Ha ha ha. It's useless. Ye Lingchen, do you think you can defy fate with the Chaos Stone? Your so-called justice, in the face of absolute devouring, is as fragile as a piece of waste paper.
Not yet. It's not time to get off work yet. I'm the project manager. This mess, I have to clean it up. Is this all my life will be? Just like this? No. This isn't overtime. This is my world. What I need to protect isn't KPIs, but the people who love me.
D. Ninth brother.
Don't touch him. If you want to kill him, you'll have to step over my corpse first.
Wanli. Ye Lingchen. Inkue. You speak of power, but you know nothing of the people. This palm strike is for the soldiers of the northern frontier. This finger strike is for Father Emperor. And this light is for this world.
No, I refuse to accept this.
We humbly request your Royal Highness, Prince,
To ascend the throne and rule the four seas. To restore the glory of Qian.
Please, Your Royal Highness, ascend the throne.
This job, it's too exhausting. Ha ha ha. Seventh brother, this empire is yours now. Chao Man, Lin Xing, and Elder Dugu. They will all help you. You're more suited to this cage than I am.
Your Highness.
I've been working overtime my whole life. Now, it's time to go with my princess and see the vast lands.
Lingchen, where are we going?
To Blue Star, to a place even further away. The Stone Spirit told me. There's a new world there, and a way home.